Saturday Sports Breakfast with Caltex Westport, your Repco authorised stockist.
And yes, we're going to finish off our Sports Breakfast show with some Sport West Coast information. Good morning, Jack O'Connor.
Good morning.
Well, hey, a very busy West Coast weekend.
Yeah, and what a beautiful weekend we've got to do it on too. Is it stunning out there after a bit of a mixed week as we had it. I think during the week, I think we actually lost secondary schools. They pulled the pin on their senior volleyball competition because the winds were so forecast to be so rough that they weren't happy to travel in their vans. So, and then here, look at today, absolutely stunning.
Magic, yes, yeah.
If you're around tomorrow, you want to shoot out to Kokotai inland from Hokitika, and they've got the Mary O'Connor mini marathon happening. So you need to be there register by 12:30, and the race will start at 1 o'clock. There's a 3 kilometre for the 8 and unders and a 6 kilometre for the 9 to 14-year-olds. So pop along to that. There's posters out around it all over the place. So yeah, get along. It's absolutely beautiful. I was out there last year, and the snow was on the mountains. You're running across the flats there of between Koitarangi and Kokotai, and absolutely stunning place to be. So, yep, get along and enjoy that. Feel like part of the Olympics.
For sure, yeah.
We've got a Grey High School girls squash team away at the New Zealand Secondary School Squash Champs at the moment, and they were in Wellington. We've got Sasha Ellery, Eilish Fraser, Grace Rhodes, Olivia Cowie, and Casey Ellery. I know they won their first round yesterday, which put them into the first couple of rounds put them into the playoffs for first to 8. So I think that's happening today and tomorrow. So good luck to them. Lucky enough, it was live streamed, so I actually managed to jump on that I won't say how long I was on there watching it, but just fantastic the way that in the past we would have had to wait for Sky TV or someone like that to come along and film it. Now they can do it themselves, and it's been broadcast live on Facebook. So absolutely fantastic, and well done, girls. Good luck for the rest of the event, and we'll be looking to see how you get on.
For sure.
And just saying that, I know that basketball here, they've set up their own cameras system so they can actually live stream all their basketball games, club basketball games. I've watched some of my daughter's hockey in Christchurch out at Napunawai. So it's the way that we view sport has changed considerably in the past. But in saying that, I don't know if you've watched any of the Olympics.
I have, yes, for sure.
I've certainly got square eyes at the moment. It's hard to keep them open, and I don't know. I've got that FOMO, fear of missing out, that if I turn the TV off, I'm going to miss something that's happening. And fortunately, I was there to watch all that rowing the other night, where that little hour period where they picked up all those medals, which is pretty fantastic and exciting for everybody. And now we've hit the main part of it with the athletics for me. So I sat there last night and watched Zoe Hobbs come through and
in the semis,
cruise through for her round, her heat. Not quite as lucky for Tanner in the 1500, but he's back again today with a repechage. So you just got to turn up on the day, don't you?
You do. You got to be there.
Now, last weekend with Speedway, Cohen Thompson picked up the New Zealand Youth Competitor of the Year. So congratulations to Cohen. He's a fantastic young sports person. I've coached him earlier on in his hockey career, and he's playing men's hockey now. Only young, Cohen must be 14, 15. And he's also a rugby league player. He's very skilled and talented. And then to see him pick up that award at the New Zealand Speedway last weekend was fantastic. So well done, Cohen. It's great to see, and again, it's making use of those facilities that we've got around the coast here. Beautiful speedway tracks in Westport and Greymouth. Te Manawa, I've mentioned that the last few weeks. Well, those applications have closed, and we had a bit of a rush towards the end. We ended up with 15 applications coming in between Mel and I, and now we're just going to get them through to the funding committee and see what we can get back onto the coast. But there's $1 million up for grabs, and there were $2.3 million in applications. So it's not easy, but it's good if we can get some support for sport and recreation and play out on the coast. In saying that, we are actually working on a strategy for play, active recreation and sport with the Grey District Council at the moment. And it's just, we take for granted that everything's just going to be right, and quite often we're quite reactive in our sports. All of a sudden we turn around and our facilities need an upgrade, or the grounds need redoing, or our volunteers are no longer there to mow the lawns for us. So we just want to be a bit more directive, and council to have a strategy in place for the next 10 years that identifies what the issues are and gaps and the opportunities. So we're at draft stage for that, and it's really quite exciting to be making sure that our sports sector has been looked after. And it's all finals. You've already talked to a few people today around that time of year. And netball, big ones today at the Rec Centre, and I think third and fourth playoff might be down in Hokitika. We've got basketball finals all happening next weekend at the Rec Centre, and then we've got football knockouts at Jellyman Park, their semi-final knockouts tomorrow, and hockey gets underway this week. I think Don might have mentioned that earlier. So lots happening. Really exciting, and making the most of this beautiful midwinter sunshine that we've got.
Definitely, yeah. And when you haven't got that opportunity to watch, just sit down and watch live. You sit down and watch the Olympics.
Yeah, and enjoy some of those sports that you don't normally get to see. Isn't that quite cool? We see a bit of golf and we see a bit of tennis, and all those sorts of things are happening all the time, but we don't see the beach volleyballs, we don't see the judos, we don't see the all these diving, archery. I've really been amazed with the archery. I don't know if you've seen any of that.
No, I haven't, no.
Oh, wow. It's fascinating. It's just, they do the slow motion on the arrows, and they're wobbling through the air, and they're actually going quite a distance. So, I was captivated by it the other night, and it's like, and again, there's another hour gone just like that.
But well worth it. Well worth it.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. And just showing the opportunities that people have got out there. And hearing some of the backstories is pretty amazing. I see one of the shooters who had a major accident and was told that they wouldn't be able to, I think it was cycle again, and then they turned around and became a shooter. And now here they are at the Olympics.
Lovely stuff. Fantastic, isn't it? Great news stories. All right, well, thanks, Jack, for this morning. Much appreciated. And to all my guests here on the Celtics Westport Sports Show, thank you very, very much. Thanks to Linny on the panel. Always makes a good cup of coffee. Keeps the show running. Thank you. And, if you're not doing it today, get out there and support those who are doing it. And if you want to listen in, you talk to us next week, 7 o'clock. Same time, same place, same station. Thank you.